Bill is taking a bath in Fruit Loops. Some guy recommended and said, hey dude, since you have Bill in the toilet, why don't you fill it up with Fruit Loops? Very good idea, dude. I appreciate your input. It's kind of funny. I know Bill probably don't think it's funny, but Bill, you look great. You look happy. Look, he's waving. He looks happy in the Fruit Loops, don't he? Check that out. Yo, yeah. Little tip today. Just wanted to share this with you. I was conflicted on doing this video because I don't want to hear a bunch of shit, but you know what? I don't care. You know, it's just, there's always, you can't please everybody, but it's not a big deal. I went to a friend's house 2 weeks ago, and he's a friend of mine. He's got a lot of guns. He's one of those guys that have a lot of guns, but he's not interested in how they work or how to take them apart. So he's not knowledgeable. He has guns, but he has no knowledge about them. Like, it's like a guy buys a Ferrari, but he has no idea what's going on under the hood. You know, like, we're gun enthusiasts. You know what I mean? We know guns. We try to know guns inside out. That's our goal. That's my goal. And so I see him. I went over there for a visit. So, yo, what's up, dude? Yo, what are you doing, man? He had a baggy pair of jeans on. And he had his Glock 19, I'm almost positive it's a Glock 19, in his back pocket. Walking around the house with his Glock 19 in his back pocket. Bending over, opening drawers, this and that. The gun looks like it was ready to just flip out of his back pocket. And I said, yo, man, you always carry your gun in your back pocket? I said, where's your holster? He goes, I don't have a holster. I said, I got a bunch of holsters, dude. If you need a holster, let me know. He goes, nah, I don't like holsters, man. This is more comfortable this way. I said, listen, dude, listen. I said, I know Glocks have the drop safety and all that, but man, are you carrying one in the chamber? He's like, oh yeah, all the time. I said, listen, that's not cool, man. I mean, if it flips out of your pocket and it slams on the ground, you know, it could malfunction. Plus, you could screw your gun up, and it doesn't look right. You walking around like that. I mean, the gun was like, the whole handle and the trigger guard was like exposed and looked like it was just ready to fall out of his pocket. So I'm like, dude, I'm nervous. What you know? He goes, dude, relax. I always carry like this. I said, all right, listen. I said, I got a little tip for you. I said, this is what I do. I said, if I'm carrying in my house and no one's home, and I'm just doing a cooking video and I'm just carrying my gun on me and I don't feel like holstering up, this is what I do. Let me show you what I do. And I showed him and he really liked it. I said, can you please do this instead of what you're doing now? He goes, yeah, I just never thought of that. He goes, that's a good idea. I said, it's pretty comfortable. I said, when you sit down you feel it, but if you're walking around it's very comfortable. So he's like, you should do that on your channel, show people that. I said, well, I really don't want to encourage people to carry without a holster, but if you're in a pinch, I guess it would be a good video. A lot of people, there's people that carry guns when they go to the mountains and stuff, and there are people that don't use holsters. They throw it in their mountain bag or their gear bag. They throw the gun in their gym bag. And, you know, if a crazy situation would happen where you would have to have the gun on your body, ready to go, and you don't have a holster, here's a little tip for you. This is if you're in a pinch. I'm not telling you to do this in the regular situation, okay? So back off. And I promise I will not brag about the Flyers beating the Penguins. I'm just wondering, what time is it? Okay. Just timing my video. Alright, here's what I do. Don't carry a loaded gun, especially one in the chamber, in your back pocket. Not that you guys, I would think you guys would even do that, but there are people out there, they're just too comfortable with their guns, and they don't get it, you know. They don't think nothing's going to happen. Okay, if I carry like that, okay, wait, let me look like I lost weight. Let me pull my shirt out a little. Wait. Alright. I look like I lost weight now? Alright. Now, I'm carrying right now without a holster. Okay? I'm sure you guys probably figured this out, but I know I came up with it for me, so this might not be nothing new to you, but some people might help if you don't have a holster. This is how I carry if I don't have a holster. I put the muzzle, this is a Glock 23. I put the muzzle in this small jean pocket. They call it the chapstick pocket. That's what I call it. And the muzzle goes in there, and it's in between my belt and my pants. The belt is covering the trigger guard. See it? So my finger won't go in the trigger guard. And it's a lot better. Isn't this better than carrying one in your back pocket? Okay? It's very secure. I'm kind of a safety Sally. I know I don't come off that way in my videos, but I am. I'm very cautious. You put the muzzle in the little pocket. It keeps the gun from going all the way down. It stops it perfect. And you have your big leather belt covering the trigger guard. Very safe way to carry without a holster. Is it safe when you sit down? I mean safe. Is it comfortable when you sit down? No, it's not. The sights dig into your side. But this is just when I'm doing a cooking video and I don't feel like holstering up, I'll carry it like this. It works good. If I had to draw the gun, it comes right out. Okay? And it goes right back in. It's just a secure way. If you're in a pinch, if you're in the woods, you don't have a holster, and you need something's going on, you need to have your gun on you to feel ready and to feel secure, you can carry this way. This is a good alternative. This is an alternative. This is not the way to do it. This is a case you don't have the correct things. You understand? It's the safest thing that I can come up with. Okay? But it works. It works perfect. Now I would never carry in public like this. You know, even if I know you can't see it, I would never go to the diner like this and go to the mall. Or I would always use a holster and do it the right way. I'm trying to give this guy advice when I'm the guy that don't want to buy a holster, which is ridiculous, a $30 holster. He don't like holsters. Okay, I'll give him one, but if he's going to carry like that, I suggest you do it this way. It's very effective. My finger can't go in the trigger guard. If I had to draw my gun, I have no problems taking it out. And it works good. Let me know what you guys think. Is it safe? I'm not going to tell you it's safe. I'm not going to tell you it's safe, but I know this. It's safer than doing this shit. It's safer than this crap. Oh, he's like this. I'm like, hey Pete, what's going on? You want a sandwich? And he's bending over. I'm like, nah. And I'm watching his gun. It was like I swear to God, he didn't know. It was like this. It was like this. Oh, okay. What are you gonna do today? How's your channel doing? Great, great. You sure you don't want a sandwich? I gotta take a shit, dude. I'll be back. I said, wait, make my sandwich first, then go take a shit. And that's when I seen he had. I mean, it was just very, very crazy. If he's watching the video, I hope you don't take offense to it. But I thank him for the material. Thanks, dude. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm sure he's gonna see this. But dude, I'm not putting you down. I know you're new to firearms. It's just not a good idea to carry a gun that way. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Hope this little tip helped you.